people to join us. Hi, so I'm gonna do a little makeup. So I'm gonna do a little makeup, and I'm feeling so low, and I'm really feeling, I don't feel heartbroken, I feel bad, you know. I'm gonna use this. You know, I feel bad for a lot of reasons. Thank you. Hi. You know, sometimes I feel like it's just, sometimes I'm just so frustrated about everything. Then I'm gonna use this. And I just don't know what, I'm really worried about everything, about my life, about my country, about my future, about my country's future, about the people in Iran who have been arrested, about everything. And also, in between all those things, I sometimes feel like, what if I could never be loved and love someone in a way that I want? Like, what if I can never marry a good man? And you know, with this, everything that's happening in my country, I know that me thinking about these kind of things is not appropriate because people are dying there, but I just cannot stop thinking about it. I don't know what really makes me happy. If I feel like love would make me really happy, but like genuine love from someone that I love, like I just wanted to be loved and give love. You know, I'm dating this guy that we've been dating for a few times, and I'm really liking him, but nothing serious between us, and I'm still not sure how things are gonna go. But last night, another guy that I used to date for a month, and I only dated this guy because he didn't have most of my standards, but I dated him because I thought that he is a genuine and true person. And turns out, and he texted me again yesterday. Things ended with before yesterday that he texted me. I had a huge fight with him, and you know, my gut was like, he is not a good guy, he's just pretending that he is, but he was so good at pretending that I almost believed him. And yesterday he texted me, we talked a little, and I realized that he really was not a good guy, and me thinking that he was really made me feel like an idiot. And I was literally crying all night because I was like, how could I be so dumb and naive? Like, I'm 24, I'm not 14, and I've had a crazy ex who literally manipulated me, used me, everything. And you know, after all those things that I went through with him, I feel like I shouldn't have fallen for such stupid thing with this guy. And I don't know, I feel so stupid. I didn't love him, so I'm not heartbroken. I'm just sad, and I'm feeling so naive, and also I'm feeling like I'm unlovable. Like someone like him couldn't even love me. That's really, really annoying. Like seriously, this is just crazy to me. And then I don't know, one thing that I learned is that once a cheater, always a cheater. He cheated with me on someone else, and then I found out. But that was so stupid of me that I kept dating him, and we were together 24/7 for a month or something like that. And I always had this weird feeling about him, that what if he's pretending that he's such a good guy. But in that time I was so alone that I was like, no, let's just believe him. Then a lot of stupid things happened. So I eventually blocked him, even though we didn't have a fight yesterday that he texted me after a week. But I just blocked him on everywhere so that I would never look at him or think of him again. But I cannot help but feel stupid. Like, how could I fall for such stupid thing? And I'm dating this guy right now. He's like my dream guy, but I'm not sure of him yet. So, everything's so complicated in my head right now. And I couldn't eat anything yesterday. I was so sad, and I kept thinking that what if no one would ever love me, and what if everyone's like this? Like, there are two types of men. They either pretend that they're really nice men, or they're the ones who you always know from the start. You already know that they are cheaters and they're playboys and they are not monogamous. And I have tried both, and both are lying and losers, and I don't really get it. You have to eat. Yeah, I'm gonna have some coffee right now. I'm not really hungry. Whenever I'm sad, I don't feel hungry at all. Yesterday, before all those things happened and before we chatted, I was like, my mom made me a good dinner, and I was like hungry. But then after what I saw in the text and after what I felt, because he didn't text me anything bad, he was just like, hey, how are you doing? I know things didn't work out between us, let's just be friends. And I was like, when a guy tells you that let's just be friends, it means that they never loved you to begin with or even cared about you. And that was the point that I crashed out. And I was like, hey, I hope you're okay, but I don't want to be friends with you. I'm okay with no contact. Wish you the best. And I ended texting him like this, but then there was a lot of things happening in my mind and going on my mind. So I texted him again, and I was like, it's weird. I thought that you really liked me, and turns out you didn't. Because if you ever liked me, you wouldn't say that let's just be friends. Very no contact. You should just continue being in no contact with me. And you just suddenly randomly texting me saying, let's just be friends, is really, you know, hurting. And, you know, in between everything that is happening, I really love my Rode lip contour. But, and yeah, I told everything that was on my mind, and then I blocked him on everywhere. Um, but I cried a lot because I felt like, wow, this guy that I lowered my standards for, I mean, I have left him and there was nothing between us. And then he suddenly texted me. And, you know, I wish he never did, because in my mind, he was the only guy that was in my mind. He was the only guy that I thought that he actually liked me because of myself. You look like Mulan. Thank you. And then, um, I'm glad I'm dating this guy right now that I really like, but nothing serious between us. And we've been on a few dates, and I really like him, and I think he likes me, but I don't know what's gonna happen. But I want a really serious relationship. I'm not in the mood to be like, oh, let's just fool around. I just want a genuine relationship and a real connection. You know, it's just getting annoying. No, of course we are not sleeping together. What the hell? So I'm gonna make myself some coffee now. I'm feeling better right now, but last night I really cried. You know, for everything, for what's happening in Iran, for the people who have, mm, you know, missed their lives, missed their beloved ones. I mean, for the people who have lost their lives and lost their beloved ones, for the people who are in jails for just asking for their basic human rights. And, you know, I sometimes even feel guilty that I'm sad about a guy, but then I just cannot help it, I'm sad. You appear high maintenance. Yes, I am. There's nothing wrong with that. Some men want a woman they support completely. Other men want a partner who contributes 50-50. I've never dated a 50-50 guy. I've never even seen one. That's crazy. By lowering my standards, I meant he was not as rich as I want to. I mean, he was not as rich as I usually date guys, and he didn't have such a good style. He didn't have a great lifestyle. He didn't have good friends to, I mean, that he would one day, um, he didn't have any future, any now, nothing. Any great family, nothing. That's what I meant. Are you a model? No, not yet. My ideal dream house would be a big modern house with a good lighting that calms you. And I would literally, definitely do the interior design because I'm an interior designer. And the most important thing is having a good partner that makes you feel loved. And you know, sometimes, I mean, most of the times, at least for me, because I'm very like emotional. Um, the person you're dating or who's your partner or you're married with is more important than your house, but financial things are also important. Poor guy getting dumped soon. This guy that I'm dating, I'm not gonna dump him unless he does something really bad. No worries, there'll be plenty of other guys. I don't know. No, I don't have fillers in my lips. I don't know, sometimes I just get this feeling that what if I would never find the person that I love? But he poor, and you don't do poor. The guy that I'm dating right now, he's not poor. The one that I talked about that he was not rich as I usually date, I'm talking about the last guy that I was dating, and we had a fight and I blocked him. You have swelling, especially in your throat area. I recommend you see it. Maybe, I don't know. I always feel like it is because I'm skinny. I'm not sure though. Maybe I would visit one. What good is a beautiful exterior for a lot of money? Hmm? Hmm. Um, beautiful exterior with a lot of money but bad inside. Is it bad? I'm not saying the only thing that matters to me is money. If my only standard was money and being rich, I would have never dated the previous guy. Go hang out where famous athletes hang out and back some big time player. You know, there's a football player that's texting me. He's not very famous though, but I don't really like him. Hi everyone. He just woke up. Okay. Oh, there's hair in my mouth. You know, once there was I was with my ex back then. It was like 6-9 months ago. I don't really remember. There was a guy who was a famous football player in Iran. He texted me and I was like, okay, let me answer him. And after like 2 or 3 texts, I blocked him. He didn't say anything mean or bad or inappropriate to me, but I was like, you know, on bad terms with my ex. We were so on and off back then, but I was like, oh my god, I cannot tolerate anyone. So, you know, once I'm loyal, I'm loyal. And I expect just the same thing. And I want someone, you know, to actually love me the same way that I loved my ex. And also, I'm never gonna act like my ex to anyone, because he was a terrible person. But anyways, hi everyone. Hello. So I'm gonna make myself some coffee, even though I know it's not good to have coffee on an empty stomach and first thing in the morning, but I'm not really hungry. Whenever I'm sad, I just cannot eat anything. Loyal after knowing his bank account information? Yes, of course, but I was also loyal to this guy who I previously dated, and his bank account, I never wanted to even know his bank account information because I thought that would really make me dislike him. So, and sometimes I would even pay, or sometimes I would say, like, let's uh, have something at home. And because I even thought that maybe going to restaurants every day would, um, make him in financial troubles. So don't say me this. Don't tell me this kind of things. Someone says that I'm AI and I'm in a skeleton. Good that I'm at least skinny. I put too much lip. You can't leave your basement too much. You're scared to leave. Why are you scared to leave? Money doesn't grow on trees. Yes, it does. It's paper. I love this goat. How was Pilates? Pilates was good, and I was really feeling good until this guy texted me. Literally, after I came back from Pilates, I saw his text because I always archive guys' texts because I don't like any, what's it called, notifications from guys that are not in my life or I don't really like. So I always archive them. Then I saw that he had texted me when I was in Pilates. And I was like, wow, what has happened? And I would go back to him if he behaved right. Because before I really understood that he really never loved me. Because for a long time I thought that he was really into me. I mean, he was, but I thought that he really had good intentions with me. Not like everyone else who just want to spend time with me and, just like me, but not enough. But don't like me enough. You know what I mean? This is one of the harsh things about being beautiful. A lot of men lust over you, but they don't love you. And I just really want to be loved. Like, intentions are so much more important than attention. I don't know, I just thought about that by lowering my standards, I might be loved properly, but turns out I was in the wrong. I'm gonna put some brown sugar in my coffee, which I usually don't do, but I'm gonna do it now because I'm feeling bitter myself. I don't want my coffee to be bitter as well. Ugh. Find you a Dubai prince. I really don't like Arab men. I mean, no hate towards them. At this point, I don't like any man except for this guy that I'm dating. But I don't know, it's just crazy. Like, worse than a cheater who, worse than a player who you always know is a player is a guy who acts like he's a good guy. And he acts so well, and he's such a good, actor that you start to believe in him, and you think that, oh, this guy might not have my standards, but at least he likes me, and he has genuine intentions with me. And that's what the real heartbreaks and the real shock comes. I mean, the real heartbreak doesn't come from this, but there's the big shock coming from this. And, this is just crazy. Do you like Dirty Dancing? Of course not. What the hell? That's a part of the game. We tell you what you want to hear. Yeah, I know I was in a relationship with the biggest player in the world. But with the other guy that I'm talking about, let's call him the poor guy. But with the poor guy, I ended our connection a lot of times. I argued with him, I did everything to him, and he really made me believe with his actions that he really liked me. And I trusted him to a point that sometimes when I had nightmares and I got up from the nightmares in the middle of the night, I called him so that I would get comfort, because he was the only one that I thought that, okay, he can comfort me because he has genuine, why am I spelling it and pronouncing it wrong all the time? Because I thought that he had genuine love or, feelings towards me. I was not used by the poor guy. I never get used. Let me make that clear. Would I sign a prenup if I marry a rich guy? I have my own money, so I would, but it depends on how he brings the topic on and how he tells me about the prenup. Like, if he's like very rude, then not only I won't sign the prenup, I will definitely I will definitely also cancel the marriage. But if he has his good reasons, I would sign a prenup because I have my own money. maybe my trust was used, but nothing else was getting used. What do you mean you're uneducated? So you look for more looks? Looks are important, but not the first thing that are important. The first thing is being rich and classy at the same time, because there are a lot of rich people, not only rich men, but also there are a lot of rich women as well. So basically, there are a lot of rich people who are not classy, and I don't like that. So that's a no. So the first thing that is important is being rich and classy, then is how he looks and his style. And I mean by style I mean how he dresses up, and then how his physiques look like, and then other things, you know. Why everything has to do with money? You don't take anything with you when you pass away? Yeah, but you live till you pass away. So you don't, if you don't have enough money, or if you don't live the life that you want, some people like certain things that others don't. Um, and there are a lot of things that you only can buy with money. I'm not talking about love. Love cannot be bought with money, because if it could be bought with money, I would be buying it. But but till you pass away, you have a life to spend, and you should spend it the way you want to be. Can you teach me English? Am I a Duolingo to you? My mom made me this really healthy pie or cake or whatever it's called. I'm so happy that I'm living with my mom, because I would have starved to death if I wasn't with her. No, I never said that. I would never rather a rich guy that doesn't treat me well. I've dated a lot of rich guys or talked to them, but the first date was the last date, and they didn't have my other standards, even though they treated me well as well. But money is not the only thing that matters, but is one of the things that really matters. That's what I'm trying to make you guys understand. You will never find true love if the most important thing is being rich. Okay. Oh, you're homeless, but you have internet access and you're on not a person's life? Seriously? Would you say that your standards are high? Medium to high, I would say. You have to pick one rich who is entitled, super attractive, strong, because other women like that, or a guy who makes not a lot of money but live comfortable. You know, one thing that I feel like many women and men don't want or don't want to accept or don't really understand is that when you're a good looking girl, even when you are a very minimum, I'm not saying even if you look like a model or something, even when you look good, you have the, you know, the very basic standards of how look, how people assume that you look good. When people don't see you, I mean, when people, by being a girl, when even if people don't see you as super attractive, just, or if they just find you a little beautiful, you have a lot of options. So you don't have to worry that if other men, or if the man that you're dating has a lot of options, the man has to be worried about you. That's what I'm talking about. Hi. I don't even think you deserve happiness with your mindset. That's your mindset, and I don't really care about your mindset. Poor people can have internet and be homeless. How does it happen? How can you have internet and be homeless and poor? Like, instead of spending so much money on being on YouTube, at least go do something for your life so that you can afford a home. What's considered rich? You know, everyone has different. That's the real, really good question. Everyone has a lot of different opinions, and for someone, this might be rich. For another one, this might be rich. You know, people have different opinions and different mindset. You need to take creatine. I'm not working out really hard these days, but yeah, when I start working out hard again, I will take creatine, because if you just work out, like, and do Pilates or something, or very like low impact workouts and do creatine, I think that would cause a lot of damage to your body. Only fools work. Okay. Do you believe happiness is more important than being rich? Yes, of course, happiness is more important than being rich, but you cannot be poor and happy. Let's be honest. When you cannot afford certain things that you want, you cannot be happy. First thing is being rich and classy at the same time, honey. I didn't say just rich, rich and classy. Hi everyone. I'm Iranian. I would rather be sad and rich than sad and poor. Um, I don't rather each of them. If I have to be sad with money or without money, I would prefer to be dead. But I always rather rich over money, over poor. Most rich people aren't happy with their lives, constant stress. Yeah, I've seen a lot of rich people that they are not happy because of their lifestyle, because they're like literally lost in everything. But I've also seen a lot of rich, happy people. But poor people are most of the times are happy, are sad, or in trouble. You're welcome. No, it's just saying that money does give happiness. Money gives happiness, but if you don't have the other factors in your life, for example, if you don't have a good family, and by family, that would be a good parent, I don't know, that would be a good partner, whatever, and you don't have the other factors in your life and you only have money, you will be happy in certain times, but that would not be forever. For example, you can buy a lot of things, you can do a lot of things that will boost your dopamine, that will make you happy, but for a certain amount of time, for 1 day, 2 day, I don't know, an hour, a month, or a year. But eventually you will feel sad because you are lacking the other things in life. So that's why I'm saying being rich is very important, but it's not the only important thing. You're Iranian too? Assalamu alaikum. You're not Iranian. If you were Iranian, you would know that this is not the Persian greeting. Rich is most evil. Not really. I've seen a lot of bad people who were rich, but I've also seen a lot of bad people who were poor. Many low income people are very humbled and they treat people nicer than the rich that got everything and think they're higher. Yeah, I agree with that. No, money alone brings happiness. You can buy a new family. You cannot buy love with money, honey. Have I ever struggled with money? I myself have not, but my dad had. And, but yeah, I haven't really struggled with money. I always like to make more money, um, but I've never struggled with money. Salam as Los Angeles. She has her parents' money. I have my parents' money, but I also work as well. I speak Farsi. Yeah, I understood. فهمیدم. So, will you tell a guy who you're dating that being rich and class is the most important thing you look for in a man? Yes, of course I would say. Why wouldn't I? This is my mindset. Why would I hide it? No, my father is not very rich, but he's not poor as well. I just got here. Are you saying for a rich or implying want to be rich and happy? I don't say it. I don't understand what you really mean. Would you marry a 60-year-old billionaire? Of course not. Ew. That's the, I think for me, the proper age difference is between 2 years and 6 years, and the man has to be 6 or 7 years, and the man has to be older. I don't really like younger guys or very old guys. No, you cannot buy love. If you could, many people would have bought it. What plastic surgery you mean? Do you mean my nose? My nose is good. Everyone says that my nose looks really good. And yeah, I've done rhinoplasty on my nose. You've got no money. Then stop wasting your time on internet and get a job. Or learn a new skill, whatever, to make some money. Also, the more money you have, it seems like the more illegal stuff you can get away with. Isn't it true? I've never been involved with illegal stuff, but yeah, that is true. Women killed gentlemen because of the I'm independent, I can do it myself attitude, but you still want men to be gentlemen. Open the door and pay for your meals. Opening the door and paying for a meal doesn't make you a gentleman. You know that, right? And women most women are independent, but there is a balance that you have your own life and then you have your partner. You want your partner to handle certain things, but just buying meals, or I don't know, flowers, or opening the door is just bare minimum. I need some Slavic girls in my chat. You guys are really don't understanding me. Stay humble or the world will humble you. I am humble. So you just want money, not guys? No, I have money. Why don't you guys get it? I have my money. I want a guy with money. That's the thing. I want a guy, but I don't want any guy. Money to a degree is a concept. I have money, but chose not to spend it, and I'm very content. This is one of the things that I really dislike, that people have money and they don't like to spend it, even on themselves. I'm not talking about spending it on the woman that you're dating with. I have seen a lot of people, especially in my family and in our relatives, that they have money, but they never use it. And I'm like, so why did you like work to get money, or why aren't you donating it, or why aren't you living a better life that you can with the money? And that's really crazy to me. Like, I really don't get it. I'm gonna change my profile pic so you can see me. You will stay sad with that mindset, never going to find true love. And I think you will stay on my live because you are just an idiot who watches someone who doesn't like. You look like a supermodel. Thank you. Hi everyone. Hello. Yeah, I know my nose is good. And everyone tells me that though, so don't worry. How would you expect any rich man to take you to the hotel? What is that? Because I am rich myself, and they always know that by the way that I look and the place that I live in. So they know that they have to be rich in order to be dating me. It doesn't even, I don't even have to tell it. By the way I look and my lifestyle and my appearance, they already know it. No, I have bags under my eyes. It's genetics. I got them from my mom. I'm really thinking about removing them though. But I don't know. That takes a lot of time to get healed. I don't really know though. But yeah, I have bags under my eyes. And they're Chanel. I love the coat. Saba, what if nobody wants to marry a gold digger? It doesn't matter if no one wants to marry a gold digger, but one thing that I've learned, and I think I have to tell you guys, is that men without money are the ones who have problems with gold diggers and people and women who, and they have also problems with women who have high standards, and men with money have no problem with women who want to be spoiled and who want to, be, um, how can I say it, they want to be treated well and they want nice gifts. It doesn't matter, gifts are all about that you care about me and you were thinking of me and you care about what I like. It doesn't always have to be an expensive thing or something like that. But rich men never have problems with women who want their money, and they have problems with with women who only want their money and they never give them any love. But they never have problems with loyal, good women that they like, that the woman also loves money. You know, it's only men without any gold who are worried about the gold diggers, but you really don't need to be worried about it because you don't have any gold. Just saying though, sorry. No, I cannot speak Thai. I'm Iranian. It really does. It's providing. Providing what? What do you mean? They all the same gold diggers. Don't worry, I won't. I bet you don't have any gold. I bet you don't even have any silver. For a person to go through rhinoplasty, they've been extremely vulnerable, who's very much insecure about their looks. So everybody, most of the people in the world are vulnerable. What do you even mean? That's crazy. Honey, you cannot hit me with my face and with my look. You cannot make me feel down with any of your comments though, because I know none of you, and your hate comments or whatever doesn't bring me down. But I know I look good. You know I look good. I know I have my own money, so I want someone who has their money as well. And stop worrying about the guys that I'm dating, cause they have no worries about it. And I'm only dating one guy though. Why did I say the guys? That sounded terrible. I'm gonna need another coffee because it's so good that I feel a little hungry. So I'm gonna have another coffee with my mom made cake. You'll be next for what? I don't have problem with a gold digger with a good heart. And yeah, men should approach women, but why would he say that when he already has it? The looks, money, and status, women like you want that, so you have to get his attention. Where in the world do you live? Men have to get your attention. Men have to get a woman's attention. The woman doesn't have to do anything. That was crazy. I've never heard someone saying that the girl should try to get the man's attention. That's crazy. Life without money is stupid and ugly. Life without money is so hard. Let me tell you this. You will be struggling so much without money, or without the amount of money that would make you happy, at least I would say. It really depends on your mindset. Like, some people would be happy living in a little house little dirty house, and always, you know, um, having worries about what they're gonna have for tomorrow or the next week because because they don't have enough money to provide anything for themselves, but they're happy. And it's about the mindset. And some people are might be even sad when they have my lifestyle because they cannot buy, um, I don't know, 10 designer bags every month, and they can buy just, I don't know, a few designer bags. It's just about the mindset. Men marry women with simple standards and wifey material rather than someone with dumb standards and want to go shopping all the time and money revolves everything. But have you seen how billionaires, I mean, have you seen the billionaires' wives? They're never like that, they're always shopping. So, money doesn't matter. For you, it might not matter. What if you were ghosted by a rich, classy, tall, dark, and handsome guy? If I really liked that guy, I would be really sad. Girls try getting my attention all the time. Then why are you on YouTube wasting your time on a girl's live that is literally saying the opposite? Go spend time with the girls that you say they're trying to get your attention. Yeah, they're using you just like the poor guy did. Girls like you only get used because there is no true connection. The poor guy didn't use me, guys. The poor, I feel really like bad and good at the same time that we're calling him the poor guy, but he didn't use me. Um, he just made me believe him that he was a good guy, but he didn't use me in any forms. Let me make that clear for you. Because I am a very smart woman. I wouldn't say that I'm a very smart woman till last year when I was with my ex, but after everything that I've gone through with my ex, I've become a very smarter woman. What was I saying? Yeah, I've become very smarter after my ex, so no one can use me anymore. But this guy really made me think that he is a good guy. And I never think like this, that because I always assume that guys are bad, and I never give chances. I never give second chances to anyone anymore. But I gave second chances to him, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I didn't even want people to know that I'm dating him, because if my friends knew that I'm dating such guy, they would make fun of me, because I've always been like the girl who is in the, I'm always, in our girlfriends group, I'm always the girl who is like, don't date this guy, don't um, bring your standards down and all these things. But then I started dating this guy just because I felt like he had pure intentions, but he didn't use me. We spent a lot of time together, we had a lot of fun, and I was the one who ended it. But then he texting me back, I ended it several times, but he came back after me a lot of times. But then this time I thought that, okay, it's really over. After I cursed him, I insulted him, his lifestyle, his everything, his mindset and everything, I thought that, okay, this time it's over. Even though I apologized to him after I insulted him, but I was like, okay, this time it's over. and he blocked me. He was so hurt that he blocked me, because men really never block any woman unless they're ego broken, and they're really, really ego broken. And then he texted me yesterday out of a blue after, I don't know, 1 week or more, like, how are you doing? I would like to see you. And then him telling that we would, and then I was like, okay. And then he was like, I would like to see you, but and I was like, that's okay, we can see each other. But then he was like, but as friends. And I was like, I don't want to be your friend. I have no guy friends. I don't want to be friends with any guys. Like, I have gay guy friends, but I don't even spend that much time with them. And I was like, what the hell? And I was like, why is he even texting me? That's really, really weird, you know? So you use the poor guys and throw them under the bus? I never date any poor guy. He was the one and only poor guy that I dated, and I didn't throw him under the bus. I always knew that things are not gonna work out between us, and I just don't date for fun. And I was like, okay, let's end things. I always wanted to end things with him, except for the last time that I ended things with him. The other times I was really uh, caring about how to end things with him. No, he was not black. He was also Persian. I've only dated Persian guys. I didn't want to hurt his feelings, and I always was like, you know what, I'm not ready for a relationship. I always made things up because I am ready for a relationship, but I was just not ready for a relationship with him. And he was also very immature, and beside from being poor, he was very immature, because he was only 10 days younger than me. And no, he was Iranian as well. And I was like, um I always try to not to hurt his feelings, because he told me about some of his dramas and his traumas with his mother. He had a lot of mommy issues, and daddy issues, and I always tried to support him while we were dating, and I always tried to um, end things with him in a good way without hurting him. And he was like, no, let's continue, let's do that, let's do this. And then out of the blue, he was like, and the only time that I really did him dirty was the mm, last time that I ended things with him. Can you bring anything to the relationship beside those nails? Yes, I can, but you will never know, because I'm not in a relationship with you. Don't apologize for making your decision. It doesn't make you a bad person or anything like that. No, I only apologized because I insulted him the last time that I ended the contact with him, because I think I broke up with him for like 3 or 4 times, and every time he was literally begging me to um, for me to forgive him. And sometimes he really made me feel like I'm an evil person for not loving him. And so I came back to him so that I would feel like, okay, I'm not a bad person for not liking this guy so much, because he really made me feel like he's dying for me. And I don't know, it's just crazy. I will check my phone. I never insult people without any reasons, but um, there was some misunderstanding, so I insulted him. Then I apologized. But yeah, insulting a lot shows a lack of character. 10 days younger, yeah. I usually throw coins at poor people. I always black women. I overcome fear to talk to them. Monitor, I don't have good relationships. Yeah, I'm unhealthy with delusional and ignorant. Mm. Besides him being poor. You're pretty full of yourself. Yes, I am. Why shouldn't I be? Get over yourself. Get over my life. It's a good thing that she doesn't have guy friends. Girls with male friends are bad news from my experience. Yeah. If a poor guy played guitar outside your window, would you date him? No. What is it? A 90s movie? Hi everyone. What? I can jump rope now? I think Middle Eastern girls are possibly the most attractive in the world. I'm good. I was feeling a little sad yesterday. I mean, last night. To you, how much should a guy make a month? I don't know. Enough to have a good lifestyle. It's time have a good lifestyle and a good future. It's time for keeping to get my yeah, go to work. Nails, thank you. I was thinking to when I wanna go do them again, I think I'm gonna have to go to the salon next week. I was thinking about doing red nails again, but in a different tone. But I've had red nails for the past 2 months with different shades and tones, so I don't know. But I'm really starting to like red nails, which is weird because till 2 months ago, I really didn't like red nails. Bye bye. 1 million a month. So, you don't have enough money to have a good future, so work harder or smarter. But having money does give me the mental freedom. Yes, not all the mental freedom, but at least gives you the mental financial freedom. If you were messing with a guy who never knew was who never you knew was in a relationship, then you deserved to get cheated on. I was not cheated on. I was being cheated with on someone else. And I really thought that, but that was not the case. Mm, it's really complicated. I don't know how to explain it. Mm, but yeah, I was somehow he somehow cheated with me on the last girl, but they were not in a relationship. They were in a situationship with the where the girl was so attached to him, which I don't really understand how she was attached to him because he was not much of a good guy. I mean, he was not attractive or rich or whatever. So I really feel bad for the girl as well. Um, but yeah, he somehow cheated on another girl with me. So that's why I'm saying once a cheater, always a cheater. He never cheated on me because he never got the chance to. But if he ever got the chance to be in a relationship with me because we were just dating, if he ever had a chance to be in a relationship with me, and mm, if he got the insurance that I am in love with him, then he would probably cheat on me. Why does he have to be rich? Don't have a job? Why don't you care about what certain women think? There are a lot of women who like poor guys. Go date them. If you don't like um, women who are like men with money. No, I usually don't block anyone on my chats unless they are really against women. Hi, thank you. I chose him to spend some time with him because I was just a little lonely, but I've never felt I'm in love with him or I'm attached to him. It's coffee. Women that like men with money, you're not the only one that's liking him. Yeah, of course. And that guy is not the only one who likes the girl. Any girl. Men have to make money to attract more girls, but just for girls, just being a girl and taking care of how you look and just doing the bare minimum, a lot of men will be attracted to you. So you have to be worried about the girl that you're dating because she has a lot of more options than you do. I am loyal once I'm in a serious relationship and I love someone. But if I'm casually just dating and seeing people, I don't do hookups or anything. I just, go on proper dates. But if I'm just dating people, I can date multiple guys if I like them because I'm not committed to them. And guys are always like that too. They even cheat in relationships. Oh, it's raining. Oh, I wanted to go on a walk, but it's raining. It's so good it's raining though. It ain't fun dating multiple guys. Yes, but you have to date certain people and choose the best one that, I don't know, the best one who has your standards or you like more. You just cannot blindly go date someone and then be in a relationship with them and then marry them. Basically, what I'm saying is when a man got a lot of money, you are not the only one that is spending money on, and you have to worry about disease. So it can be the same for men as well. Don't really think like that because women always have a lot of options, and you have to be worried about them more. I don't really get the mindset that says women should be worried about losing the guy. The guy should be afraid of losing you because all the time, doesn't matter what kind of a man you are, a woman has a lot of options. Doesn't matter if the options are good or bad, she always has a lot of options. And men spend money on other women while women get usually um while other guys spend money on girls. You know how, I don't know if I can tell you that what I mean, but I think you all understand this. You've got less marks on your exams. Can you give me tips on how I focus on my studies, get off my life, and start studying? That's very easy. And one thing that I learned about studying is at first, or doing something, a work or learning a new skill or something, is that at first you're a little irresistible to it, and um, but you have to make yourself do it for a few times, and you have to spend, I don't know, a few hours or a few days constantly nonstop, and then you will be on the wheel and you will do it yourself, and it becomes a routine. So you're basically saying you're not worried about the disease, you're just worrying about the money. I don't sleep with everyone, you guys, okay? So yeah, I don't care about the disease. Unless I'm in a relationship, I'm in a stable relationship. I don't care about the disease because nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm Iranian. Hi everyone. Hello. Love comes after is what people in arranged marriage says. People have different lifestyles and different stories. That might happen for some people, that might not happen for some. People have different paths in life. You have to accept it. So, a lot of people, a lot of options. That's why women ghost. Um, Sometimes when some women ghost you because they have a lot of other options, and they like the other options better. Sometimes they are super busy with work or something. Sometimes they just don't like you. That's why you're being ghosted, maybe. Ayatollah granddaughter, what does that even mean? Or what hashish? What do you mean? This is coffee. Oh my god. Will you dump him if he loses his job? If I'm in love, no. But if I'm not in love, yes. Men in the chat have low self-esteem and self-respect, it seems. Yes. Have you ever been in love? Yes. With the wrongest person of all time. That was the worst thing I'd ever did to myself. Just focus on yourself and love yourself. The rich man will come in time. That's what I'm doing. That's literally what I'm doing. And I'm dating a rich guy that I like everything about him, his style, his lifestyle. I wouldn't say I like his lifestyle because I don't know much about him yet. He told me about his lifestyle, but you know, people lie a lot and you would never know what's the truth and what's the lie. But I really like him and I hope things go well between us. But yeah, I'm just trying to focus on myself and my job. Would you date a rock star? I don't know. I don't really like famous people though. It's just not my type. I prefer, how can I say it? I prefer businessmen. That's what I want to say. Let me change my dress. You see, I love this pattern that I have a lot of shirts like this, but I'm gonna change it to something else because I'm starting to get a little cold. Okay, I'm back. So, zebra pattern, is it what it's called? I don't know. My lips get so dry, and especially in the colder times that I have to have my lip balm. That's why I got the Rode lip case. Oh, and have you seen the Rode and Remova cases? The collaboration between Rode and Remova? I really liked it. I think I'm gonna buy it. You don't know where to start and when to end your studies? Start from the beginning? What do you mean? You know, studying is the easiest thing in the world. Like, seriously. I didn't understand it when I was back in school, but just studying without doing any job or working is the easiest thing in the world. And one of the most classic things and nice things you could ever do. So what did I want to say? So don't say that, oh, I have to study, I'm so miserable. Go and study. It's the best thing you can do. Even though I hate studying, but it's one of the best things in the world. Have you ever made a gingerbread house? No. It's so cold in here, you guys. I gotta put something on. So, alcohol dries. I don't know. I haven't had that much alcohol. Only rich people can study without going to work. I have a real job. I am an interior designer. I don't know why you guys don't understand it, but I am, and lol, I really put everything. I have a real job, you guys, so don't worry about me. What do you mean 1 million dirham? I can bar. Do you smoke or drink? No. I drink whenever we are at parties or gatherings, really, really low, like 1 or 2 shots, but that's it. What do you mean is restricted? You're gorgeous, thank you. I must say, your house decorates do look nice, thank you. If there is alcohol in lipstick, slowly. Oh, a man's loyalty is tested when he has success, money, and power, stays faithful, and a woman is tested when her man has nothing, financial hardship test a woman, commitment, and patience. Yeah, I agree with that. So, yes, studying as well as teaching is the easiest thing. I don't think teaching is the easiest thing because sometimes I tried to teach to some of my classmates when we were back in school, and that was really hard for me because when they didn't get something fully and they made a mistake, that got me really angry. So I wouldn't say teaching is really easy because at least for me it was not. Is interior design different from architecture? I studied architecture, but it's in the same field, I would say. Let me see this lighting filter. This better a little with the lights on. So I'm Iranian. Emma, hi everyone. So, you know, going on lives, even though I have a lot of haters, makes me feel really better. I don't know why, because I can talk about a lot of things that I cannot tell my friends. Um, for example, being sad over that guy because my friends would literally laugh at me. And now that I've talked about it, I'm no longer sad about last night. And it's really good because on the internet, no one usually knows you except if my best friend Moral is watching this, which I hope she's not. Um, because she would judge me a lot and laugh at me. But it's really good that to share your feelings with people who don't really know you, and you can talk your heart out. That's really good though. It's giving me like whenever and one thing I've learned is to always express your feelings and don't let them get you know don't let them stay in your mind or in your heart, and always tell them, because if you don't tell what's happening in your mind, and if it's really bothering you, or if you don't share your feelings with someone, um, that would just keep being there in your mind or heart or whatever, and it will get bigger. And that's really helpful that I'm going on lives. And it's really helping for me to get my channel monetized sooner. So it's a win-win for me. But yeah. Yeah, don't bottle things up inside yourself. May God bless you. Thank you. Where you reach now? Work on your English. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm rich now. I'm at home. What do you think I should do after high school. I chose humanities in school. What does humanities in school means? And Sunny, I think. Can you help me? I think you should go after what you're really passionate about and what can makes money the most for you. So these are the two most important factors in choosing your major in you know, university. Do Iranian men travel Thailand for expensive womanizing? I'm really ashamed that Iranian men are being expressed like this, but yeah, a lot of, not all of them, but Iranian immature boys do that a lot. Lustful men do that a lot. God bless you. Thank you. True, we can all agree and disagree. Iranian man, what was your GPA when you graduated? Um, I don't know, 70 point something. What do you mean by pizza? I'm really worrying about what you mean by pizza because I've seen a lot of horrific things about the word pizza on the internet these days. I really don't know what you mean by pizza. Question: out of all the times you've been approached in public, how many of those did it turn in a good date? I really don't don't give my number or get any numbers in public unless we are, I don't know, we have mutual friends. But I really haven't. I have once or twice, I think. No, 3 times I um, gave my number when we were in public and someone asked for my number. And I went to one date, and I mean, the first date was the last date with two of them. And I dated one of them for 1 week, then I dumped him, and that was it. But I get approached on Instagram a lot, other than being in a friend group or being in parties or meeting in, mutual friends' houses or something like this. But even on Instagram, when someone DMs me, I think I've dated some people like 2 or 3 times. Mm, a good date, I don't know. This guy that I'm dating right now, I've heard his name before, but he followed me on Instagram a few months ago. Then he texted me, and we are having good dates right now. No, 17. You know, in our university, it was till 20, and I'm saying 17, 7 point something. Hi everyone. Yeah, that was a code name, which was really horrific to me. What the F? Passionate about making and eating pizza. Then go make and eat pizza. Can you teach me Persian? I'm the worst teacher in the world. I get mad when someone doesn't understand something. I really get really mad. What's your favorite man clone? Um, YSLY till now. I used to like my ex's clone when I still loved him, but right now that I'm over him, I don't like the perfume anymore. But YSLY is I dated YSLY is the perfume of the first guy that I ever dated, and he was mixing it with another perfume, but I don't know what the other perfume was, but why itself really smells good. Do you read novels? If yes, can you recommend some? No, I don't read books. I listen to audiobooks, and I don't listen to novels. I listen to, you know, books about, oh my God, I'm forgetting every word in English. I listen to books about, what was it called in English? روانشناسی چی میشد به انگلیسی؟ Oh my God. Psychological books and these kind of books. What the F? Face card on fleek. Thank you. Do you prefer to get DMs from the phone than actually? Oh my God. Our doorbell really scares me sometimes. My mom just came. Let me open the door for her. سلام. برفی بیا اینور.
بگیرش مامان.
برفی بیا.
دستشو باز بذار من لیست نمیزنم.
این چیه؟ چترته؟
آره بارون بود دیگه. میخواستم برم برای این قطره بگیرم.
گرفتی؟
آره باید پیاده میرفتم.
برفی بیا اینور. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my mom just came. So I'm gonna put my phone in the charger. I have only 15%. Do you prefer to get DMs from phone than actually meeting people in public? That's why nobody really talks to each other anymore. You know, it depends on where to meet. I don't really like to meet people on the streets, I mean, and get to know them. Like, I really hate it when they approach me on the streets or in a cafe. That sounds really, really weird to me. And I don't like DMs. The best case for me is to when you have mutual friends and you meet in a party or a gathering or somewhere with your friends. That's the best thing, in my opinion, to meet new people. Oh my God, let me do this. I think the light is too much. Let me just. Okay. Oh, I really hate my new pillows to the point that I'm gonna change them tonight. So let me do something first. This is better, I think, now. I'm gonna see your comments in a second. And you know, last night that I was sad, I told my sister about it. I tell no one what I'm really feeling these days, except for when I'm online. But I don't talk about me being sad or anything to any of my friends, but I always tell my sister about everything. And she was, and I was like, I don't want to talk about it. I just wanted to tell you that these things happened. And she was like, okay, we're not going to talk about it. I'm there for you. I love you and this kind of things. And then she sent me a video of my nephew, of my newborn nephew. And, you know, by just looking at her by just looking at her videos, it gives me so much good energy and I just feel so much love even by looking at her. So, someone wants a divorce, okay? What the F? Psychology, philosophy. Yeah, psychology. Does your mom know about your date? Yes. Where can a person approach you in real life? Have I ever been dating on a dating site? No. I find it really weird. Are dating sites for the insecure? I don't know. I think dating sites are just for people who want to hook up. Hi. Family is much better to confide in. Yes. You know, my sister is really, really, really my best friend. I have a, I have two good friends that I am like really close with them, but my sister is always my number one and true real friend forever. You know. Can you also make a video on your house tour? Why would I do that? Aren't you the one who was supposed to go study? Go study. You had a exam on February what? 10th, 11th, I think. Go study, kid. What? I hope things work out for you and the rich guy. You seem like a nice girl from a good family. Thank you. And in the US is probably the same or different dating struggles. Isn't Iram a Turkish girl name? I'm so happy I'm having my appetite back because whenever I'm sad, I cannot eat anything, but I'm getting my appetite back. I have a break now. I have already studied about 3 hours. Oh, good. But you have been on a break for the last nearly 1 hour and a half. It's enough break for you. Go study again. Haha, no, I'm a guy. But Iram, I'm sure Iram is a Turkish girl name. Can you give me advice on getting a Middle Eastern girlfriend? Middle Eastern Middle Eastern girls are so different, and there are a lot of countries in Middle East, and you know, even in one country there are a lot of girls with different mindsets. Even in one family there are a lot of girls with different mindsets, so I cannot help you with anything like that. I look weird. Okay. I might. So, I don't know where's the best angle. I don't really care though that much, but anyways, so you can ask me anything at this point, but just be polite. Why do you give Cleopatra vibes? Good for me. I can miss your live. I'm your subscriber. Thank you, but I'm not doing a tutorial or something. We're just having a little chat with me and mostly most of my haters. So you can miss this live and go to your studies because that's the most important thing in your life. Why is vertical life better than horizontal? I don't know. Looks like you need to round off inside one of your eyebrows. There is a difference. Okay, better. I wouldn't say weird, I'd say unique but attractive. Oh, thank you. But I'm not, my face is not that unique. You know, I've seen a lot of people for the first time and they were like, oh, I've seen a girl who just likes you, looks like you. So it's not being unique, I think. My nose is exactly like you. Good for you. Because I had to go to through a surgery to get it. Even though rhinoplasty in Iran is not as painful as in other countries, and the doctors are really experienced and really um, do their job at the best and are the best at their job, and I chose a really good doctor. um but rhinoplasty is probably the most easiest surgery ever, I think. Saba and her haters. Yeah. No, her eyes looked wide, kinda, but it's alright. I think you would look so good if you gained like 25, 30 pounds. I will literally kill myself if I gained that much pound. I've gained like 2 or 3 kilograms in the past few weeks, and I'm literally dying from how bad I feel about my body and my looks. I feel so puffy. I am so puffy, actually. I'm Latino, let's say. That I want to date an Iranian woman. What are some truths and things I need to know? It really depends on the woman, actually, and her history and how she was raised, and her family, her own thoughts and beliefs. But one thing I would say is to be genuine, give love, don't be too clingy, especially at the first. Be true, don't play games too much, I would say. Play a little game because, everything in life is a game, especially dating. But don't play too much because that usually um, turns off the woman. But be genuine, be attractive, buy her flowers, um, look put together, take care of how you look, take care of her and her emotions. First of all, before any of that, make sure that you are her type or close to her type. Do you think Iranian women like Latin men? Some do. Some of them that does like Latin men. 74 kilos is very good weight for a man. That would literally be an skeleton if a man is 47 kilograms. What do you mean? I know a few Iranians. I hope they manage to achieve free Iran again. Every country should be free from violence. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Iran is literally the second Holocaust has happened in Iran for the past month, and no one other than us Iranians has talked about it. You look like Kylie Jenner. Thank you. My weight is 74, 47. Is it enough for 18? You are underweight. Are you a girl or a boy? If you're a boy, 47 is really bad, but if you're a girl, it's okay. Oh, you're a girl? That's very good for you, honey. Don't stress about your weight. Go to your studies. And thank you for being the girl uh, in my chat, in this chat, and in my live, because I don't think, I mean, I'm sure there are more male audience instead of um, females. Do you pray namaz? No. My favorite muscle in a man? I like veins a lot. I also love like biceps. And I hate skinny men. Sorry though. Is there a large Christian community in Iran? There is a big community, but I don't know how big it is. Do you like Korean men? Um, Not my type, but they are pretty, but not my type. I prefer more masculine men. Do you like Canadian men? My sisters used to tell me that Montreal guys are really not good, but I don't know. One of my sisters married a Canadian man, and he's a good guy. I have no experience. I've only dated Persian guys. Do you like bodybuilder? No, I don't. I really don't like men who are only focusing on how they look physically or their face or things like this. What about shy men? I hate those men. Sorry. I like masculine men and the way they behave and the way they act and the way they look. Good. Now go study. Enough internet for you, girl. Go study for your exam. You're shy only around the girl you like? Are you a teenager or something? You think Latin men are masculine? I have no um experience with Latino men, so I wouldn't say anything. Would you date a guy of any race? Mm, I don't know if I like him. In the first look, I might, and if I get good vibes from him and he has some standards that I have, I would. How about my life ver? Do you like strong, quiet men? Yes, but not too quiet. But I don't like clowns who are always making jokes, especially whenever we are in a group friend or we are with a lot of people. I hate men who are always trying to get attention from other men and women and are the clown of the uh, group. I really hate those kind of men. We can teach you Spanish. Good. I don't want to study now. I have done revision already for 2 times. I'm tired now. Okay. I pulled and I am a 6.2 tall man. You're so tall. I like quiet, happy girls. My favorite. I like quiet people, but not weirdly quiet. Like, I like everything in balance. Hi, hi. What does that even mean? Break what open? You seem like you'd be attracted to arrogant guys. Arrogant, yes, but not too arrogant. You like girls who talks a lot? People have different mindsets. How is the weather in your location? It's raining and it's very cold. I have to wear this. Let me get my charger. I have a hobby. I collect classics from the movies. I collect Godzilla's. Weird hobby. I like fictional characters. Do you like dogs? Yes. I love animals though. And I have a dog. Do you consider yourself a narcissist? No, I'm not a narcissist, but I am high maintenance and I am not a fool and I'm not easy. It's 3 p.m. here. Do you like Indian girls? Yes, you are beautiful. What are the things that fixes your mood if you're having a bad day? You know, I was really sad, so whenever I'm really sad, I go to sleep if I'm really really sad, and then trying to hang out with my friends or talking to my sister or shopping. Shopping really helps though. Um, these kind of things actually. Do you know any Indian actress? I know that Indian girl that is the, I don't know, one of the Jonas brothers' wife. Then I know Aishwarya. I've heard these names. Are you sick? No. Your ex-girlfriend always on her phone. I broke up with her 2 years. Good. Good for you. Bad for you. I don't know what to say. What are the things that I told him? Same weather as here. Animals are wonderful because they always want the best for their owners. Animals are so pure. I would say. I don't know who Lara Ray or Raj is. Which car do you like? I don't really know much about cars, but a G-Wagon. I dated my longest relationship was 3 years. Oh, that's so long. I really don't get it that people are in a relationship more than like, I would say 2-3 years and they don't get married. Like if I was in a relationship, I don't know, maybe at my age, maybe younger people would date for a lot of time. But at my age, or since I was actually 20, I think, if I dated a guy more than, I don't know, 1 or 2, I would say 1.5 years, and he didn't ask me to marry, or he wasn't he wasn't gonna ask me to marry him, I would stop dating. I wouldn't make it that long. Like 6 years without marriage is really crazy to me, at least. You don't want to marry because you learn from heartbreaks. What do you usually like to do if you have a full day to yourself? I like to go shopping. I really love shopping when I'm in Dubai. I really cannot get off Dubai Mall. I can spend all my time in there. But I love, for example, whenever, let's say I have a free day and I'm in Dubai, I would go to the beach, get some tan, eat something, then I would go shopping, and hopefully I'm with my friends because I don't like to do these things alone, but I would if I had to, and that would still be fun for me. After getting tanned, I would go to the Dubai Mall, get shopping, and then go um, on a dinner date with the guy that I'm dating. Or if I'm not seeing any guy, I would go back home and sleep or watch some TV or go to a bar or something like that. But if I'm not in Dubai, my voice is going. But if I'm not in Dubai, I would go out with my friends and have some fun at a cafe, or I don't know, do some workouts, these kind of things. And then, no, I don't live in Qatar. Many girls I date after 3 years show their true feeling. It's not marriage material. 3 years? What the hell? I think you really have a problem with understanding people, because finding the true colors of people after 3 years is really crazy. I mean, I'm not gonna put salt on your wound, because that might happen, but saying many girls and this happening to you many times, maybe you should see a therapist or read some psychological books about people and different mindsets, so you can find that the people you're dating are not marriage material in the first at least 1 year. I love Cheesecake Factory. Would you date a bald man? It depends on how he looks and how much money, and I mean, what's his job? Not only his money. What's his job, and how he behaves, and if he's a classy, rich, well-mannered man, and is not so short, I would. But I rather not to. Would you date a girl? No, never. Someone keeps commenting something that gets restricted. I don't know what they're commenting. Being bald and tall is okay. Being short and bald is not. Yeah, I agree with that. What's my opinion on LGBTQ? Um, I don't know. I don't have any opinion about them. They can live their lives the way they want to, without hurting anyone. Okay, I get it. You have red lines on your face. Stop spamming, or I'm gonna remove you from the chat. Okay, you love lesbians. Good for you. You have red lines on your face. What do you mean? Red lines on where? How? Girls not same anymore. My dad and my mom tell me to find a ugly girl because they love me better. Ugly girls and ugly guys cheat more than beautiful girls and guys. Let me tell you this. Be sure of it. No, I've never been to California. They're just people who think differently, accept it, and move on. Where are you from? I'm Iranian. What's your opinion about opinion? What's your opinion about opinion? Because they kept changing according to blog. What? How many countries I visited? Um, Not so many. Um, Besides Iran, 5 till now. Yes, I have a dog. Thank you. Oh, you miss one of your exes? I'm a cheater? How far I've become? What has happened that I've become a cheater? Do you believe in fairy tales? I used to. Do you believe in God? I want to believe, but the things that I've seen about the videos I've seen about the protests in Iran and what's happening in Iran really is making me doubt. So what I'm saying, I need to go somewhere else because here in the US I have a lot of LGBTQ and celebrate. So you don't like LGBTQ? I don't get it. What are those countries? Um, Russia, Turkey, Maldives, UAE, and Greece. Okay, thank you. You're damned for not believing. Okay. No, we don't love Russia. I just went there when I was like 15 or 16 with my family because we wanted to see the White Knights. You know, it was really famous back then. I don't know if it still is, but we just wanted to see the famous White Knights. I don't love Russia. You would love to? Oh, I don't know. I've never visited India, but I'm sure it's a beautiful place. God exists. There are only people who have gone astray. He has gifted us with thought and action, and yet we wage war. Are ignoring me? Then thank for ignoring me. What have you said that I've ignored? Do you think you're a 10 out of 10? No, I'm 100 out of 10. No, you don't believe in afterlife. I don't. Um, I really don't. What have you said that you mean you've said everything? Because I'm looking at all comments. You're self obsessed as me, love it. Every girl should be self obsessed and know their worth and value. I don't know thoughts on about Astina and what I don't even know what they mean. You are very brave. Why? For loving myself, I'm very brave. Okay, bye. I will come back tomorrow. I'm going to study. Call me the best way. Go study. I hope you're good with your studies and get good marks on your exam. Why did you believe in fairy tales? Because I was a kid and I didn't know the real world back then. My ex-girlfriend that I was with 6 years seen my house. I think she regretting because I was poor a long time ago. Sorry. So my mom is asking me to go help her. No, you must love yourself. Of course, you must love yourself. What do you mean? Everyone should love themselves, and women should love themselves even more because we live in a world that hates women when they know their value. I think you're pretty. I would give you a 7.5 out of 10. Wow, thank you. I'm so happy that you're rating me. How would I rate my personality? 1,000 out of 10. Oh, my mom just called me and now she's in the balcony. Look at my hair. I like you already. And I'm a YouTuber, the most popular person in. I have time. Watch my videos on YouTube and Facebook. Good for you. So I'm helping my mom. Why didn't you believe in God? I don't know. I don't know if I believe or not at this point. But I'm very disappointed with him because he's just watching, not doing anything, I guess. So, no, my mom doesn't want to be on camera. If you gain 20 pounds, I'd probably go. Thank you, you're so good. I would definitely gain 20 pounds so that you would rate me 8.5 out of 10. What the hell? I would give you 11 out of 10. So, not even. I'm not ignoring you. What kind of a person? Ignoring? You must get beauty from her. Yes, I'm literally a copy of my mom of how she looks. اینجا بیوتی تو از مامانت گرفتی.
کی؟
کامنت ها
عکسشه؟
مامان کامنت های
مگه من دیدم؟
نه دارم میگم صدا خیلی میاد دارم میگم بیوتی تو از مامانت گرفتی. تو برشت همسا خودی؟
نه فقط داشتم
So, definitely what? You rich, you have a mom.
تو چی گفت؟
گفتم آره.
نه مثل تو خوشگل باشم.
Channel is supposed to be about makeup tutorials, but more male than haters than women wanting to learn makeup. Yeah, literally. I don't know what has happened to my channel, that there's more male audience instead of female audience. I don't know what has happened since my previous 2 or 3 lives, or more than that. It's mostly male audience. I really don't know why and what has happened. Oh. You got your looks from your dad? I've got them from my mom. این چیه؟
یه رول نیویورکی یه نونم کروسان بادوم.
So my mom bought me this. Let me show you guys. چجوری باز میشه؟ What is true? Oh, I love the almond croissant. Then the other one is this New York roll, I think it's called. Say hi to mom. I subscribe to you. Hope you won't be bored. Thank you. Thank you. thank you guys for subscribing and liking and watching my videos. This channel is mostly about makeup, but today we had a morning talk since I was not going anywhere and I was not getting ready. I was just a little depressed when I woke up. Even my desserts are packaged like makeup. اینا رو یخچال بذارم؟ I'm gonna put them in the fridge. Then I'm gonna feed my dog. Berfie! پسرم بی نهار بیا. I forgot to ask you, when will you come back live again? Probably at night if I'm gonna go somewhere. Let me show you Barfi. Look at him. بیا ماما بیا غذا بخور. بیا. اینجا. Oh. I'm videotaping him without his consent. Test. He was a rescue dog. He's been living with us for the past 8-9 years, but he was a rescue dog and they beat him up. That's what has happened to his paw. So I always put a shoe on his paw so that he would feel, he doesn't feel pain because the nervous system, the nerves don't work, but I just put it to make him feel better. Teach me Iranian, I would like to learn. I'm the worst teacher in the world. I would get mad so easily. My mom also bought me this Kino Fit. It's basically quinoa croton. What does that even mean? It looks like this. Knock on the wood for my dog. Hi everyone. They call it quinoa. So I should probably eat some proper meal, but my mom has to make it for me. I'm really a bad cook, and she's not in the mood to cook anything. What do you mean extra sweet? Thank you. If I had the opportunity to teleport to any destination right now, where would I choose to go? I would go back in time. I would go back in time when I was 19 years old. Yes, I do have a job. I go make pancakes and I don't want to. I hate cooking and I'm really bad at it. You love cooking? Good for you. These quinoa feeds that look like I don't know what they even look like, are really tasty. Let me see what they're. Ingredients: corn grit, quinoa seeds, vegetable oil, natural identical herbs, flavoring agent, barley, flour, cheese, cheese powder, and natural chlorophyll color, and water. Used as a snack with soup, I mean, salad, yogurt, and cheese dip. I'm not entertaining, then don't watch me. What? So, but I'm really hungry. I really need to eat something like a proper meal. Oh, the guy that I'm dating just texted me. I was a little sad because he hadn't texted me since morning. That gave me extra sadness not waking up without his text, but I'm so happy he finally texted me at 4 p.m. I'm not gonna answer him till night. I wish I was in Dubai Mall right now. I really wish that I was in Dubai Mall, fitting shoes and buying them. Oh my god. Does your mom teach cooking? She knows how to cook, but I never tried, and she never tried to teach me. You wish you would in heaven? I don't even know if heaven exists. I don't really believe in that. I feel like having too much of these is not a good thing. Your home is heaven for you. Good for you. That's the best feeling in the world. Quinoa fit میخورم. You want your parents? Go visit them if they're alive. Yeah, it's not a proper meal. But my mom has had lunch out with her friends. And she's just tired now. Because after the lunch, she went grocery shopping. And I'm just a little kid right here waiting for food. But I don't think if she's gonna make any for me. Hi. Oh, one of my haters has been busy for the last few days. Hi, welcome back. You can hate me now. What is kush? No, I didn't buy a phone holder for my car. No, I've never smoked that. I've never smoked anything. I've tried something, but not that, which I'm not gonna talk about, but I really hated it. Parents always suggest me to do something for my career and then they separate me. Then do something for your career and study or whatever. Yeah, my mom, I let my mom take a rest. I didn't tell her to cook me anything. I hope they are as healthy as it's written on the box. You hate to study, then you're gonna be miserable probably if you don't have enough money. Sorry. No, you either have to study and be smart to get a job that you are both passionate about and can make good money off of it, or you either have money from your parents. I think I'm receiving comments like really late. I thought we all believe in one God, but now I realize that even though gospel was already preached, some people even didn't believe it. Who is gospel? Are you speaking from life experience or just believing what it would be like? What would be what, like what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Huh, do you mean about the studying thing? I've seen things. I haven't experienced it. I've seen things. Your parents want to see you as a doctor. I had inner potential, but after so many relationships, I got traumatized and had no interest in further studies. That's really bad. I've been there. I postponed my graduation for 1 year because of my ex, because I was always in a trauma or a drama or in a fight or something. That's why I postponed my graduation, and I graduated 1 year later than I was supposed to. And I know that really hurts when you are mentally not feeling okay, you cannot study. But at some point, you just have to accept it. You know, you have two options. Either you accept it and move on with your life and try to level up and become the best version of yourself, so that first they would regret, so that first thing that matters is that when you level up, you meet better people on your own level and you will move on. Or you can just surrender and be miserable forever because of your bad experiences. You have to tell your mom to teach you how to cook and have a good time with our parents, because we won't always be here. I have a good time with my mom. We always have evening tea together. Not always, but whenever I'm home. And I don't want to learn how to cook. Why the hormones are at peak during puberty? Are you a teenager? And are you the same person that said you were in a relationship for 6 years and 3 years. If you're a teenager, how did you find the time to be in such long relationships? I have so much trouble with family. Only God is by you, and you have problem with family and dogs and everywhere. I don't know. Try socializing more, maybe. If I had started, then you will stay miserable forever. Trust me, there are so many obstacles during studies. Then focus on the hardships and obstacles instead of studying, and you will never be a successful person. Man, I'm struggling with running. 1 week I'm good, the other I'm dying to finish. Just be consistent, I would say. We are all burnt out of relationship. It's normal. The only thing you can do is keep on dating and keep working at it. Yeah, that's the one thing you said so far that I agree with it, Iram. I still think that Iram is a Turkish girl name. Thank you. You're welcome. I said the truth. Sorry if it hurts. Red rooms. Berries classes. That's what I do for cardio, you know, running and doing the crazy HIIT workouts. Why don't you want to learn to cook? Because I hate cooking. Are you a Pilates type of person? Most of the times, I mean, I weight lifts, but I also went to Pilates since 3-4 years ago. Then I stopped, then I started again. I have tried a lot of sports. Is basic survival. What is basic survival? Cooking. Other people always cook for me. It's either my mom or I get from outside. I order from outside, or my friends does that. And my friends who were girls, they always motivated me in doing another relationship. That's why my vital time for medical studies. You can put the blame on everyone else, but at the end of the day, it's you who decided what to do. You could listen to your friends or just ignore what they're saying and focus on your studies if you were really into studying and if that was your priority in life. I went to university, yeah, but I finished. I've got a degree now. Do you know that I graduated with a law degree? Work as a national swimming champion. Work as a physical therapist, a sports therapist. Good for you. And have experience in restaurant management and accounting. Yet I haven't been able to achieve anything here. Opportunities are no. Maybe you have done something wrong in those things. I don't know. I'm back. Did my third revision. That's for today. That was really quick. And now you're helpless. You will end up being helpless and miserable if you only care about dating and what your friends say with these kind of things. These matters, but everything have to have a balance. Like dating, everything has to be in its own place and its own time. Dating, studying, working. And sometimes you have to sacrifice something for the other thing that matters more to you, and you have sacrificed your studying and your medical studies for relationships and girls. The blame is on no one but you. All-time favorite movie, 10 Things I Hate About You. My favorite movie. Whenever I hear the poem, I really start crying. But my new ways came into my life as a teacher. Good. Someone's message is Iram's message is restricted. No, the situation here is bad. The wars and the economy are. Where do you live that there's a war? My dad is at his office now, and he also has another office in another city. Sometimes he's out there. Good for you, trends, whatever. What do you think my age is? I don't know. I know I forgot, but you had entered me my flashback. Just a flash. But again, thank you. I told you. In Syria. Oh. Is there still war in Syria? I thought the war ended. So, I really have nothing to do today. And I'm really not on the mood to work on the last interior design project that I've gotten. I really like interior designing, but if I want to really focus on becoming a beauty influencer and growing my channel, I don't think I would have time for doing both of them. I want you to take a guess. I don't know, 30 something. And I don't know, but I still like interior design so much. It ended outwardly, but it became weak and divided. Oh, you're 22? Okay, you're still so young. So, and I always journal at night just to see what I've done during the day, and you know, just to realize if I've wasted so much time or if it's been a productive day, or sometimes I just share my emotions. For example, last night in my journal, I only wrote that I'm so sad, I'm crying, this and that. I didn't write anything about how my day went by. And I think journaling is really good to first be productive and know how you have spent your day, so that another days, if you really prioritize these kind of things, so that on the next days you will see that, oh, okay, yesterday I did this thing wrong and I wasted a lot of time, so today I'm gonna do another thing. And also, it's really good to express your emotions and get them out of your body by writing them out and getting them out of your mind. I'm 24. Oh, you're April 2005. I'm May 2001. You're not getting my comments? What are your comments, Rich Rich? But tension remains. Oh, that's really bad. You're like my big sister. Yes. Of course I could be. Thank you, you wrote. And just cry very slowly, and that's even I enable to realize. So, I'm waiting for my phone to get charged. Too many haters, yes. So much haters. And sometimes I go back and see my journals, and for example, I go back to the time that I first met my date, or when I was, I don't know, different things, and I'm like, wow, I was such a different person, or I've grown up so much, or I was so naive, or I don't know, oh, this day was so much fun, or this kind of things. I wait for my phone to discharge. Look, I'm 30-year-old. I lost everything too. My mental health was shattered. Believe me, it's not easy for me either. Don't give up. The only one you can trust without hesitation is God. The only one you can trust without hesitation is yourself, I would say. Don't give up. Grieve as much as you can. And I mean, grieve as much as you need to, but don't let it become a habit, and start, even if you have to start from the scratch, just start again and don't give up. Sometimes it's gonna take a lot of time, and not everyone's path in life are the same. So stop comparing yourself to other people. That's one of my I mean, that's one of my troubles and things that I have a lot of issue with, because I sometimes I keep comparing a lot. Especially in the past, I compared myself a lot to a lot of people. Like, oh, they're my age or they're younger, but they have achieved this in life. They have this and that, and But now I've become better, and I'm healing, and I feel like, and the one thing that I really love about myself is that I never give up. And at night, I might cry, or one week, I might cry my heart out sometimes. And past last year, when I had my big fight with my ex and we broke up for 2 months, um, I cried my heart out every night, even though it was the Persian New Year. I cried my heart out every night, and to the point that my whole face was puffy, my eyes were like this. And in the mornings when I woke up, my dad was like, what has happened to you? Why do you look so puffy? And are you sick? Are you swollen? Are you bitten by something? And I was like, no, I don't know, it's just allergy or something, and I just made something up. Every night I was like this, that my parents thought that some fly or something has bit at me, or something. um, I was literally miserable for 2 whole months. Everywhere I went, even on parties, I was like really sad. Even though I tried to hide it, the sadness in my eyes was still so obvious. And even when I smiled, there was sadness in my whole face, even when I wanted to hide it so bad. I couldn't even talk to people. How much I tried, I was just, oh, hi, how are you? Then I was silent for the whole time. And it was really hard times for me. But then we got back together, then we broke up again. Then I went to therapist, I went to psychologist, I used medical help, I used a lot of things. But after a time, time heals. But after a time, I realized that I myself have to help myself as well. So I just started going out more with people who give me better energy, and I stopped communicating with people who made me feel bad about myself, even without any intention, or people who brought me down. And I just stopped communicating with people who reminded me of him, started communicating with new people, starting focusing on my job little by little more. And after a few time, I started dating people, because for a long time I couldn't even look at people, or even talk to any guys, or even chat to them. I was disgusted, heartbroken. I was disgusted by any man. I hated everyone. The only people that I talked to were my sister and one of my best friends. But now, but I healed a little by little, and time heals, but you also have to help yourself, and you have to get up after. Um, it doesn't matter a few time of grieving. Um, but you have to help yourself. You cannot sit there and be like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm so miserable, and this and that. And you have to help yourself. That's what I'm saying. And um then I started dating people. Then I dated a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I dated a few people. And I ended my I went ended my relationship. It was another relationship. It was a contact. I ended my contact with them. Then I started being on YouTube more, because I couldn't even film myself. I looked miserable without all the makeup. It didn't matter what I was wearing, what my hairstyle was, how I looked, what makeup I used. I looked miserable even on vacation and everywhere. And yeah, slowly by slowly, time helped me. I myself helped myself. I let that sadness get out of my body by crying a lot, by um, you know thinking the truth and not sugarcoating myself, that, oh, this, oh, that, oh, I just accepted it. And it was so hard for me, but I just accepted. And yeah, of course, I had a lot of depression. I went to doctors, I went to therapists, I went to psychiatrist. I was on medical and depression pills. I still use some of them sometimes, but they are not so strong anymore. Um, I was in a point that I could barely get out of bed. I couldn't study to get my degree. I couldn't do anything. Let me tell you, I couldn't do anything. I just ate some food, went out with my friends, because they literally forced me to go out with them, because some of them knew how much of a hard time I'm going through. But then slowly by slowly, I started getting up, going for walks even for 10 minutes, crying my heart out, journaling, and you know, then it happened, and I healed by time and by helping myself. So that's what you should do. That's how far ahead you are. You're in a different league. What do you mean? Your miserable look would still be some girls trying their best. What do you mean? In any place worldwide, dating is not easy. Yeah. And I dated the wrong person. I mean, I was in a relationship with the wrong person. And that's why I'm telling you to date multiple people when there is no, you know, a specific connection between you. Date multiple people, get to know a lot of people, and then choose the best one out of them. And just don't go for, oh, I like this person. Listen to your guts and see what happens. You let the doctors give you pills, you know, all you need is to be healthy physically and mentally. I couldn't be physically and mentally healthy back then. I had to get some extra help. You're strong, thank you. Hi, thank you. With the conversation we've been having, you think I'm a hater? Um, I think you are a woman hater. Not you don't hate me. You generally hate women who know their value and know their worth. I wouldn't mind going on a generational change to change myself into the best version of myself. That if that meant I had a chance of being with you respectfully. Dear ma'am, I'm trying myself to everything the possible, but in front of people I try to make funny. But you keep motivating me. That's insane and definitely horrific. And would you not believe that I had left parties from 3 years to attend even one of holidays? What do you mean? Proud of you for being strong and moving on. Very strong. Thank you. You're a strong person. Thank you, guys. In your countries, dating is like normal, but here in Asian countries, it's not that easy peasy. I'm Iranian. What do you mean? Unless you are in an Arab country, um, I wouldn't accept that unless you're in an Arab country. Would you date the Ayatollah? Never. Ugh. Um, far ahead, you've gone so far. You let them, you wild. You said you looked miserable back in the days, but I say even when you looked miserable, you were still better looking than most girls trying their best. That is such a hateful and woman-hating comment, and I don't take it as a compliment because you're insulting other girls. So I also faced very bad days in dating apps. Dating apps are really crazy. Oh, let me tell you one funny story before I continue reading the comments. I was talking to a guy who was a friend of my ex in the summer after we broke up. It was a few months after I broke up with my ex. And I was talking to this guy, very good looking, very rich. He was also an engineer, had his office in different cities. And he told me that he lives in Spain and he doesn't live in my country. And he comes here very rare. But then I'm such a stalker when I'm dating someone. I literally stalk them to see who they are and what they're doing and what lies they've told me. And then he told me that he comes here very rarely and doesn't and lives in Spain. Then out of a blue, like after 2 weeks of talking to me, he came. Um, he texted me that, hey, I'm here. And I was like, bro, what the hell? And I was like, okay. And I already knew from the stalkings, because we had a lot of mutual friends, that he is always here and he somehow lives here. But I don't know why he lied that he lives in another country. And then he was like, yeah, let's meet up and everything. Then we were chatting in the DMs, and then he was like, so are you okay for a date today? And I was like, no, we have to pre-schedule. I'm not okay today, but I will be available tomorrow. And for all my girlies, never set the date, never let them set the date themselves. Always, especially in the first dates, first few dates, you should set the time and I told him, I'm free tomorrow, even though I was free that day, but I just didn't want him to see that everything's easy. And then I was like, yeah, I'm free tomorrow. Then he was like, okay, then we're gonna okay, then tomorrow night dinner. And I was like, okay. Then he didn't even ask my number, and he didn't text me the whole day. Then it was like, I don't know, 7 p.m. or 6 or 8 p.m. It was afternoon, that he texted me, and he was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, hi, I'm good. What's the matter? And he was like, so are you getting ready for the date? And I was like, bro, you didn't even get my number. What do you mean? And he was like, I just texted you to get your number. And I was like, it's too late. It's just, what the hell? You don't even know the bare minimum of how to communicate with someone. You just had to take my number the other day that we were talking. And he was like, wow, you're making it such a drama. He literally told me, don't be such a drama queen. And I was literally, what? And I was like, okay, this is it. I'm not having this conversation with you. You're not, um, how can I say it in English? You are not meeting my standards. And I didn't even insult him or said any bad words to him. And he, the loser, blocked me. And I was like, what the hell? And then a few days later, I was telling this to one of my friends, and she was like, oh, I've known this guy. He told one of my friends that he is a Spanish guy, but he was Iranian. And I was like, oh my God, he met my friend's friend from a dating app. And I was like, what the hell? Some guys are really crazy, and it really takes so much to lie about your nationality. Like, what the hell would you even do that? Like, he told me that he comes here very rarely and not too much. That's a big lie itself, but lying about your nationality is on another level. Like, why would you even do that? Seriously. So now back to the comments. I was depressed from just stress of being a man, needing to work, etc. You feel like everything is pointless. All you have to do is work out, eat healthy, get off your phone all day, and find a girlfriend. Yes, get out and man up or woman up. Why you say ew to Ayatollah? Cause ew. Cause literally. What, I'm not a woman hater? What do you mean? I agree some things you say and disagree on others. That doesn't mean I hate women. I love women. You love the women who obey you. You don't love when women have brains and they are how can I say? They know their value. Cool. When can you come to battle me with me? Where is that even? Perhaps I realized I've made a mistake. Let's rephrase now. Women are beautiful. I like to apologize from the depth of my heart. Guys, she's telling us the secrets. Secrets of what? Bro needs reality check. Oh my god, we'll never find someone like this. Trust me. A loser blocks Sabo. I really find it funny when guys block me or one of my friends, because guys never really block women unless they're really triggered. Especially with the last guy that I was dating, he also blocked me when I had my had we had a I mean I had a fight with him and I insulted him. And I was literally giving him a reality check, but in a harsh and mean way with mean words. He blocked me, and I was like, I felt like I have a superpower that pisses men off, and then he texted me again and all of this. But when women block someone, it's either because they love them so much or it's because they hate them so much. But with men, it's because they are triggered and they're they are big be they are ego broken. Sister, I'm from India. This talk is 1 year ago and I'm 7 years old, but boy now, but my phone captured my wrong video and says to me, give me money. In this tension, I start drinking for 1 year. I don't understand what you're saying, really. I'd never lie about my nationality. My nationality is Ryan Gosling. What? Hi. These are the same guys who text 5 or 6 girls at the same time. It's okay to text 5 or 6 girls or guys when you are not in a committed relationship. But when you are in a committed relationship, it's not okay. Let me take something. ماما من هاتسپات تو روشن. الان واکنی لیست میدن. Sorry, my internet just got disconnected for a second. I don't block, that is childish. That means the woman got into your head. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Men really never block unless you trigger them so much and you literally break their ego. Are you Indian? No, I'm Iranian. I'm Persian. But when you are already asking a girl for a date, I don't think you should text girls other than her. It is like a playboy, in my opinion. Look, honey, you're very young, and let me tell you, as a an older sister or whatever, a men always do that, and you as a girl should always do that so that you would have different options and you wouldn't go crazy over one boy when you are not in a committed relationship. But when you are in a committed relationship, that's a very bad thing to text everyone. Believe it or not, we get them too. You block stalkers. Okay. I'm really hungry. I'm glad that my appetite is back though. It means that I'm fine because I couldn't eat anything. Last night I was literally at my bed because didn't want to get outside in the living room so that my mom wouldn't see me. I'm crying. I was in my bed, my plate full of food was in front of me, and I was literally so miserable that I just kept looking at the plate and I was like, oh, I cannot eat even one bite of it. Yes. What? You have to eat something first. You're doing live continuously for so much time. I ate a little snack and coffee, but I'm not in the mood to cook. So, how was my date? I didn't go on any dates last night. Too lazy to cook something. Too lazy and so uneducated. I don't know how to cook anything. Hi. No more coffee. Yeah, I'm not gonna have more coffee. Why are you crying? I was crying, but I'm okay now. I think people are only here for making fun of another. Yeah. I don't know why most of my audience has become male haters. I mean, haters who are male, because this is a girl channel and we do girl talks and everything. We watched you put on makeup and get ready to go on your date with a Porsche guy. I think it was 2 days ago you're talking about. That was good. For support, thank you. You can't make Persian food. You know the truth for men, right? We don't give a fuck about all this drama you're talking about. Just cook, clean, and your makeup. Get the hell out of my life. I don't care about your opinion and your existence at all. You know the truth, right? Wow, he has a Porsche. Yes. Why is it such a big deal? He has a Porsche and a BMW. Sister, I want to ask you something. Hi. Hi, everyone. We watched you put on makeup. So, I also don't know how to cook. I don't know why people are always like to have to learn it. Some people like cooking, and that's okay, but some people like me and you don't like it. And I don't really care about people's opinion. I just don't like it and I don't want to learn it. You can always order online or get out, get food from out. Get out of my life, get out of my life. Bro, if I was successful enough to have a Porsche and a BMW, I'd be single forever. I'm an introvert. Wow, you went from 8, from an 8 to a 6, no cooking. So bad. I'm so heartbroken. You think I'm a 6? No, your opinions doesn't really matter. And after watching you, this is my routine dialogue. And you guys, this has become a comedy show at this point. I was so heartbroken when I woke up. I stayed in my bed till noon. I couldn't get out of bed, but now I'm so happy. I'm gonna continue my life after this. Burn, you calling her a 6, but you're a 6 and your kid? What? This is crazy, and what the hell are my fave Sabo codes? Girls like ice cream. I love ice cream, but it's so bad. It makes me so fat. I love Ferrero's so much. I literally love ice cream. Yo, what's good? I'm not a woman hater. I still approach women that are my type with respect because a lot of people don't do it anymore. They're not man enough. They're little boys who want to be approached first. Like, if a man doesn't approach first, they're not gonna get any good women. They're gonna get insecure girls who approach first, because any girl who is secure and has self-worth and self-esteem and confidence won't approach you first. She might give you signals, but she will never approach first. A good girl with self-worth and confidence. Also, get out of my life with my face out. Yeah, that's so fun. My sister was like, "This is one of my favorite things you always say." My favorite Sabo code is "Get out of my life," and I don't care. And I'm good. How are you guys? And by the way, I would appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and watch my long form videos. I post about makeup, skincare, beauty tips, hair care, and all these kind of things. Even though today's live was totally just talking. You're saying cooking is important to men, especially for rich men. I don't want to hear any book, especially their culture food. Um, I'm saying I don't care about your opinion and you can keep it to yourself. I thought you were sick. I'm not. Um, if you want someone to cook for you, just hire a chef. What the fuck? Literally, if you want to cook someone, if you want someone to cook for you, cook someone. If you want someone to cook for you, just hire a chef. That's what rich men mostly do, though. The kind of chic that wouldn't care if you don't buy food, masking as you can pay to get her nails done. What the hell? You're pretty, thank you. Mm. I don't care about makeup, but I stopped and watched your videos. Thank you, but it's a makeup channel. No answers means yes, or she would say no. What do you mean? You're such a woman hater, LMAO. Yeah, most men are such women hater, at least in this chat. I'm a Christian and my whole family is Christian and baptized Orthodox. If you're baptized Orthodox, what the hell? I'm poor. Better be honest with her here and now. And most people get nervous when you approach someone, which is normal. Okay, can you hear me now? Hi. Can you hear me now? Oh, okay. Good. There's this guy who is like really annoying and I never answer his texts or calls. He just keeps calling me every day. I don't know what to do with him. I might block him though. He just called me, that's why I went mute. Why do women never watch it? Get out of my life, you idiot. See, you guys are getting it wrong. You should respect all women, but only love one. Yeah, I agree. Damn, you got a stalker. Ask him to send money first. He would never call after that. You know, there's one thing that I saw on a Shira 7 video that someone asked her that someone keeps, how can I get rid of this guy that I'm not interested in, but he keeps calling and messaging me? And she said, ask him to send money and he will block you. Thank you, thank you. They have female scammers. Who has female scammers? I respect and love all women, but in romantic relationship with one. That's good. That's a good idea because 9-10 he's broke. Why he's stalking? No, this guy that just texted me, called me, and he keeps texting me, and I literally ignore him. He's very rich, but as I said, being rich is not the only thing that matters. It's sad when people steal your money. Don't mess with stuff. He's rich, get his money. I have my own money. I don't need his money. What is very rich to you? Very rich is like very rich. Like, what does everyone think of very rich? Multi-billionaire, billionaire, something. Something like the guy that I'm dating, but even more, actually. I'll show you my neighborhood is church. My mother is in church with me. She's reading a book. Are you in a church and watching a girl's live? This is wild. Not a billionaire? Then get out of my life. We can tell you are a princess. Damn, send us money. Who's the guy you're dating? There's this perfect, I'm not gonna say any guy's perfect, but there's this good looking, very rich and classy and gentleman guy who I'm dating. Salam. That I'm also really interested in him, and we've been on a few dates. He just texted me a few minutes ago. I haven't answered his text yet because he didn't text me from the morning. He just texted me at 4 p.m. So it's gonna take a long time for him to get my answer, but yeah. Do you know Armand? No, I don't know who this is. Hope you send us a wedding invitation. I don't want to be super delusional about him. It's just been a few dates. I don't want to sound stupid or something. I don't want to think about so big and then get devastated. Thinking about marrying a fellow از کدوم شهر هستی؟ چه ربطی داره من از کدوم شهر هستم؟ ایرانی؟ یا افغان مفغان نه sorry Afghan. He's busy making money. Take you out, let him accept. Damn, invitation to a billionaire wedding would be fun. Yeah, it is fun. I can research his parents. Do you know Elias Jafari? نه الیاس جعفری نمیشناسمت. People people commenting their own name that's saying, do you know this guy? That it's basically their own ID is weird. I'm reporting you to... What do you mean? Where are you from? I'm Iranian. What is haram? What's your dog doing right now? He's sleeping. I got inflation. Thank you, Tajik. Thank you. So, I'm poor. What is your opportunity in Tajikistan? What do you mean, what is my opportunity? Do you mean my opinion? I think they're good people. I've never been there though, but I think they're very nice people with a rich culture. It was good to talk about your beliefs and my beliefs. Have a good time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Someone's from NYC. No. Indians. نه مونده مامان. مامان غذا نمیذاری؟ بذار دیگه. I just asked my mom to cook me something because I haven't had a proper meal and it's about to be 5 p.m. I told my opinion about Tajikistan. I think that's very they are very nice people with a rich culture. My mom has not been in NYC. She knows you are lazy. How will you find husband if you not cook? You know, people have chefs, right? No, I'm not. I still like my hair though. I don't like my hair when I do it myself as much as my hairstylist does. But I like it now, a little bit. How come you offer chef if you can? Or for what? I think your mom said, wait till I cook something right now, as she sounds so sweet. No, I told her to cook me something and she was like, I'm tired, go cook yourself something. And I was like, please cook me. And she was like, okay. Yet you will not text back the rich guy. I will text him back, but in a few hours. Most people don't have chefs, yeah. People who love cooking can cook. People who don't, won't. Anyway, what can you say? Zindabad, Tajikistan. Text back in a few hours. Why? Because he texted me at 4 p.m. instead of... He had a lot of time since he woke up, but he just texted me at 4 p.m. At 4 p.m. it got on his mind, so he has to wait a little. I like Iran, but you guys need to bulk. What does that mean? Take notes, guys. She will play games even if you're rich. Dating is a game for all parts. Yeah, he has a job. You know, people can just text you and it takes less than 10 seconds to just say, hey, how are you? So anyways, I would appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. I always put videos about makeup and beauty and this kind of stuff. I do care about other people, but if I see someone's text and my phone is in my hand, I'm instantly replying. I only instantly reply to my friends. No, Iran's not gonna get balkanized and get separated. Get out of my life now. You really made. Hi everyone. So thank you for watching till here. Thank you for your nice comments. I'm feeling a lot better than I woke compared to when I woke up because I was feeling so low, but right now I'm feeling so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and don't forget to subscribe and like my videos. And anyways, thank you. I will come back in a few hours if I want to go somewhere together, and I will be getting ready on live. If not, that's it for today. Thank you. Bye bye.